Hello, beautiful people. How are you all doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so I have a video here. As a matter of fact, this is a university which is open, and if you want to move abroad September, remember I have said many times here that if you really want to succeed in this thing, I will always advise you to apply to many universities. Do not apply to one, two, or maybe just one. It's risky. Put in applications to maybe one, two, or even three, four, or five, right? So that at the end of the day, if one doesn't work, the other one is going to work. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well, and remember, it is all about japa. Do not give up. Now, this university is in this country in Europe. You can move with family, and the country I'm talking about is Portugal. This school is open, and what I will advise you to do straight away is to check the website and see if there is a program you can apply. Now, to those of you who are looking for bachelor's programs, I'm sorry, it is not going to be easy for you to actually apply for a program in this university, because most of the programs that are open for admissions, they are masters. In fact, bachelor's is not open for now. We have masters and PhD, but I will be checking as soon as I see that admissions is open for those who are targeting undergraduate, or those of you who just got your WAEC results, your O levels and A levels. I will be back to explain the details to you again. Now let's go into the details. I will talk about the tuition fee, the requirements, programs, opportunities to work, deadlines, and everything. But one fascinating thing I noticed with this university is that you can pay a tuition in 10 installments. Do you guys remember when I always say Portugal will always give you at advantage, like will always give you these opportunities to pay in installments? Yes. This university you can pay in installments. That is something you should always remember. And now, the first year of the tuition, you are going to pay 5,000 euros. And the second year, you are going to pay 3,250 euros. And the third year, well, if you have a third year, you are equally going to pay. Remember, you have bachelors and you have masters. For third-year students at bachelors, they might be paying 7,000. It depends. You might pay 7,000, 7,000, or you might pay 7,000, 7,500, or 5,000. It depends on you. But I'm talking to those who are targeting masters. September intake, right? Now, let's start with the application fee. How much is it? Application fee to study in this university is 50 euros. Let's go back to the programs. What programs are available for master's students? Programs available include 1. Economics, 2. Management, 3. Finance. So if you are looking at anything in these areas, go to the video description box. I'm going to put a link. Click the link. Then you start checking. Maybe they have something related to economics that you can pick. Just pick a program from here. Then you drop your application. It's going to be very, very sweet. Trust me on this for master's programs. Now, we have talked about the fees, how you can pay. We've talked about the programs. And now, what is the name of the school? The name of the school is Lisbon School of Economics and Management. And then the tuition fee you are going to be paying, I have said it already. Then let's take a look at the requirements. What do you need to actually apply to Lisbon School of Economics and Management in Portugal, Lisbon? You need your transcript. Remember, you are going for master's program. And one thing, before I even talk about these requirements, guys, let's discuss about this. I was talking to someone yesterday, and he was like, Milton, oh, must I legalize my documents? Yes. Look, there is a trick I always tell people. Remember, you have to legalize your documents at the level of the Portuguese embassy. But now, you may be thinking that, oh, I'm late. Okay, you do just Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, right? And you are thinking you are safe. Of course, for Nigerians, you are going to do Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, right? Then you now carry it to the Portuguese embassy. For Cameroonians, it's still the same. I'm not saying that there is no school in Portugal you can apply without legalization. There are still schools like that. But to me, if I'm you, I will do it before I do the application. Because what if you use those documents and get admissions and they were not legalized? Then now you come back to book for legalization to apply for visa. And there is no date. What are you going to do? So legalize your documents before you start anything for Portugal, because even if you still get admission, you still need to legalize them to actually apply for the visa. Do you now understand me? Now, so get your documents legalized. For those who have just WAEC, you need to get your WAEC from your school, okay? Then those who are applying for masters, if they say they cannot give you your transcript, then you need to tell them to send the transcript to the Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs. I hope you understand me. This is for Nigerians, Cameroonians with O levels and A levels. Please, you know where to start, right? To get legalized documents is either you go to a Ministry of Basic Education or the GCE board. Then you carry on to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I've talked about this in many of my videos, right? Now, let's go back to the documents you need. Then from there, you now proceed to the Belgian Portuguese Embassy. It is in Abuja. But you may decide if you are going to do this, or you apply to a school that does not need legalization, like the University of Mino. Then after that, you then move to Abuja to fight for the dates and stuff like that. I do not know. You are the one to decide. Now, let's go further to the documents you need. One of the documents you need to apply for the master's programs that I said are open is your transcript. Make sure the transcript have a CGPA. And for you to apply for master's programs abroad, make sure you have 180 credits or more. Most schools in Europe look at credits before CGPA. They don't look at CGPA before credits. Make sure you have at least 180. Now, some of you graduated from schools with 120. Some of you have bachelors in technology, which is not equivalent to 120. Others have, which is more than. But always make sure before you apply to a school, a master's program, your credits should be at least 120, 180. Check your transcript. Those of you who've done bachelor's already, check your transcript. You know what I'm talking about. Then, you also need a copy of your curriculum vitae. Well, sometimes some schools will tell you that, oh, for your CV, we need a Europass format. But some universities might not even tell you all of this. So it doesn't really matter, okay? So just put all these things into consideration and draft a strong CV. If you graduated 2019 and right now you are into business, make sure you update your CV. 2025 to 2019. You are into business, you write, maybe you have a shop, you indicate all those things. That's an updated CV. You must not be in school. Then a motivation letter, of course. You have to write a motivation letter. It must be captivative. It must be persuasive. It must portray some sort of intelligence. And now, why do you want to apply to the school? This must be addressed on the motivation letter. Why did you choose that program? This must be addressed on it. Why did you choose Portugal? This must be addressed on it. Why did you choose that particular institution? Did I mention that? It must be on it. And what are your future goals? Why that city? All those things, you coin them together and drop them on the motivation letter. And equally, if you didn't perform well, let's say you had a third class, right, and you want to go into this program, of course, tell them that this was what happened and I had a first class, I had a third class, and right now I have worked on myself, I'm willing to go higher. That's why I'm coming back. But though I had a third class, but that was because of this, and now I'm willing to go higher. These are some of the things that will help you get into such institution with a third class degree. Then you also need a diploma. Of course, if you have a transcript, you should have a diploma. So attach your diploma as well. There is a place you have to attach your diploma on the online application. Application is strictly online. All right. Then you also need a reference letter. A reference letter comes from your lecturers. Also, some may come from your employers. It depends on what they wrote on the university website or the application site. So, guys, just check all of this out. Then, hopefully, of course, the reference letter is optional. Now, there is one thing you need to know about this university. Most of the programs or your lectures will be towards the evening time. And then that is also a big boost for those who want to work to fund themselves. And if you check the university site very well, you will notice that they are encouraging you who do not have the money. So it is your chance to tell them that when you get admission, and don't do this before admissions, wait first, you get admission, then you tell them that, oh, I come from a family which might not have all this money to pay at once. Could you please split it for me in installments? Then don't wait for them to ask you how many installments. Tell them, could you please split it for me in 10 installments? Maximum, just 10. split it for me, and hopefully they can say something and you are good to go, right? They can split it for you and tell you to pay every month, every month. That is the way it works in most schools in Portugal. Not all, but most, right? Then the deadline application started on the 2nd of December and is going to close on the 3rd of February. So from today, I think you still have like a month. Is it a month? Or maybe no, not up to a month. But please drop your application now. This is the first phase of the application. There is a second phase and a third phase and etc. etc. But I don't want to talk about it because if you miss out the first phase and miss out the second phase, it might be hard for you to actually get an admissions letter. I hope you understand. So try to apply to the first phase, not just in this school, but other schools in every other country you come across. So this is what you need to know. And also remember that on the program's website, you are going to go to the section called Program Directors. Check the program directors if you have a question. Those of you with third class, okay, write the program director, most especially draft a very short motivation. Tell them you are interested, you found the program, admissions is open, you are interested, but your problem is that you had a third class and you are willing to go further because of this, like I explained before. Just a short one, send it to the program director, attaching all your documents. Then hopefully you get a positive reply. Then you now come back and draft a good one, mentioning some important things like I mentioned before, and submit your application. Because if you convince them, they will tell you apply. Because like I told you, graduating with a third class does not mean that you are not intelligent. Most of us, we have a lot of things going on in our families. Our sponsors, they cannot sponsor us. We have to step out, sponsor ourselves. A whole lot of things, guys. You know about this. And some people getting higher GPA does not mean they actually deserve it. I know someone who graduated with a first class who was always copying. This is real life reality, I'm telling you guys. It's just that it's not everything you see on the media. You understand? Yeah. So check that section, check the visa section, and boom, probably we meet in Portugal next year. I hope I can visit Lisbon next year. I'm still thinking. But anyways, I have most of my followers in Portugal. So most of my family members, because my followers are family members now. So this is what we are going to do. And if you do this, hopefully you can be in Portugal next year. Check the tuition fee, check application details, check requirements. Boom, you submit your application. And I wish you all the best. Zadi from the Netherlands saying hello to you and your family.